You know that feeling when you're about to make a really good decision, but then something stops you. It's like you're standing at the edge of something and your gut is screaming at you to jump. But you wait, you hesitate, you think maybe if you wait just a little longer things will be clearer. This is exactly what happens to millions of investors every single day. The market dips, your friends are panicking, news channels are screaming about economic collapse, your brain sees red numbers and thinks, I should get out, I should wait, when things calm down I'll buy back in. It feels like strategy, it feels like protection. But here's what nobody tells you, that feeling just cost you more money than any financial mistake you've ever made, not once, but potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. The math is so brutal that most people refuse to believe it. Everyone thinks they understand investing. Buy low, sell high, that's the motto, right? It's simple, it's intuitive, it makes perfect sense to your brain. The problem is your brain is optimized for survival, not wealth building. Your brain sees danger and wants to run. When the market crashes, your instinct is to protect yourself. When the market recovers, your instinct is to FOMO back in. That's market timing, and it's the fastest way to destroy wealth while thinking you're being smart. Most investors don't realize that trying to time the market is literally the opposite of what the data says works. 3. The evidence is overwhelming, but people keep trying anyway. Why? Because their psychology is stronger than statistics. Let me show you the math, because this is where it gets crazy. Imagine two investors with the same starting amount. Both invest in the market for 30 years, same time frame, same investment. Investor A does nothing, they invest and ignore everything, they miss nothing because they're always in the market. Investor B is more active, they try to be smart, they get out during crashes, they get back in after recoveries, they're not even bad at it, they only miss the 10 best days over 30 years. 10 days out of roughly 7,000 trading days. Investor A ends up with roughly 40 times their initial investment. Investor B ends up with roughly 8 times their investment. Investor B tried to be smarter, Investor B tried to time the market, and Investor B ended up with 5 times less wealth for missing 10 days. Here's the psychological insight that explains why this keeps happening. Your brain has something called loss aversion. You feel the pain of losing money about twice as strongly as you feel the pleasure of gaining money too. This means when the market drops 10%, you feel terrible. Your brain is screaming to protect the money. But when the market rises 20%, you feel good but not twice as good. This imbalance makes you want to sell during crashes but hesitate to buy during recoveries. The worst part, the best market days usually come right after the worst market days. They're clustered together. When you get out after a crash, you often miss the recovery that immediately follows. You're trying to protect yourself from something that's already happened while missing the rebound that's about to happen. So what do you actually do with this information? First, understand that time in the market beats timing the market. Every single time. The data is overwhelming. Building wealth involves consistent investing, not predicting the future. 3. Second, automate everything. Set up automatic contributions so you can't make emotional decisions. When you're not paying attention to daily fluctuations, you can't make panic decisions. Third, accept volatility as the price of growth. Markets crash. That's not a reason to get out. That's how markets work. It's normal. It's expected. It's the cost of the 7,000% returns you're getting over 3 decades. The investors who get rich aren't smarter than you, they're not better at predicting markets, they're just better at doing nothing. They know that trying to time the market is like trying to catch a falling knife. You might look smart for a second, but you always end up bleeding. The wealthiest investors in the world didn't get wealthy by timing, they got wealthy by staying put. Your job isn't to predict the market, your job is to ignore it and keep investing anyway. That's not exciting, that's not fun, that's not the narrative you see on financial news. But it's what actually works.